Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is a Black Manga Critic. I'm here. Reacting to that One Piece. All right, reacting to that One Piece. It's been a while. It's been a while since I reacted to a One Piece chapter. I believe. I can't. I like. I'm trying to think of like the last time I reacted to a One Piece chapter. I don't know. I know it's been a while. I know it's been a while. I just gotta look on. I gotta look at like what the last one, like what the last chapter was that I reacted to. But it's been a while. Like I think it's probably been like a couple of months, something like that. At least like a month or two. Um, yeah, it's been a while. Okay, so I'll say this. I already know. I already know about the whole thing with the dragon. Like I've been spoiled. I've been spoiled on that. Okay, that was like one of those things where, like, I think if you were a YouTuber especially, like it was like impossible, almost not impossible, but like it was really, really, really hard to avoid it because everybody was posting like their own version of the panel. They were like making dragon jokes. It was too much. It was too much. It was too much. All right. I think for me, like I can always enjoy things like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like who is it? My kind got spoiled, and he goes to great lengths to avoid that. I think at this point, like, um, I gotta like, I just gotta stay off of Twitter and YouTube, like in certain ways. I think like I just gotta do certain things, different, which I will, in the future. And like, what's interesting to me is like I don't really get spoiled on like my hero stuff, and I don't really get spoiled on Hunter x Hunter stuff or anything like that. It's One Piece. One Piece is like the manga where like if I'm on Twitter or I'm on YouTube, I'm getting spoiled. I'm getting spoiled. All right. Like I like rotten milk is just entering the nostrils, man. You know what I mean? So this doesn't bother me though because it's like one sort of like part of like the chapter. And I think the reason why like I'm reacting to it now is because like I had read all these other chapters so I could like catch up and have this like have the discussion with the guys, with the Comic Con dudes, with the BDA gang, but that didn't happen. And I think right now I'm just reacting just to react. You know what I mean? I'm just reacting just to sort of react, just like to do that because like it's been a long time and because like I feel like I should put something out because I didn't get to do that discussion in that live that like reaction and all the other stuff that I wanted to do, that we wanted to do. So I'm doing that now. And then after this chapter, like I'm going back on my hiatus because honestly, I'm so busy. Like I can't even. I can't even. Like I'm working like two two like different teaching jobs. One is just like the subbing. Like I pretty much do that 5 days a week. Like I sub every day. Sub every day. You want to make money subbing? You sub every day. Okay, you want to live, especially when you're in New York City, like you sub every day. That's what you do. And I also teach on Saturdays, like middle school and like a couple of high schools, and I tutor one high school student, and like then like this is my after school work that I do. Like that's 2 days a week. Like after school, like working with kids is like sort of like a helping them with their homework and doing all this stuff. And then I still have like my seminar courses during the week. It's just like I'm busy. I'm busy. Okay. I haven't read the latest Promised Neverland chapter. I haven't read the one before that. Like I'm behind. Like my hero, I've just been letting stack up because like I just couldn't like deal with that, and like that's why I'm behind because I've been so busy with other stuff that it's just been like So I'm gonna get to that stuff. I don't know. I might do it today because it's 8 o'clock. I might get to the two Promised Neverland chapters tonight, this One Piece chapter, and the Hunter x Hunter chapter because I really want to read the Hunter x Hunter chapter because like Hunter x Hunter is dope. So I really want to get to that. I think that's what I'm gonna get to today. Anyways, let's get to One Piece because that's what this is about. All right. But shout out to you, Trent. Yo, Trent was good, my guy. All right. Shuts the Fur and Psycho. All right. But yeah, we're gonna be reacting to that One Piece, all right? So let's do this. Let's see what this is about. Let's see what this chapter is about. All right, let's do this. Let's see. As always, we use the Viz over around here. That's what we do. There's a color page I don't really care about because like it might as well just be like straight Barbie dolls on the cover. And then Big Mom and like Shirahoshi's like somewhere in the background, and I just don't care. I'm not interested. Chopper's in there. Chopper's the one person I care about in this picture. Probably. Right? Because it's like Chopper's like support girl. I'd wear a shirt like that. That'd be me. All right, let's move on. The colors are great. The color and stuff like that, but like, oh, that's stuff. I don't care. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, the place of the fateful battle is an island known as Onigashima. It's the base of operations for Kaido and his Animal Kingdom pirates. An island. Chapter 921 is entitled Shuten Maru. Even within Wano, we must cross the sea? Indeed, which means we require ships. But because the isle is visible from the shore, they need not be great sailing vessels. Okay. The Fire Festival Day on which the battle will take place is the one great festival the people of the city celebrate each year. Kaido is held to be the deity who protects the land. On that day, Orochi will lead his shogun's procession on a pilgrimage to Onigashima to pay tribute. But this is merely a pretext. That is where the feast for the magistrates and the Animal Kingdom pirates will begin. I see. So they'll get good and drunk and carry on like a bunch of fools until we burst in and take out their leader. Watch out, Okiku. If you witness my heroics, you might just fall in love with me. Sanji's so boring. Like I don't know what's happened to Sanji, but he's just such a garbage character at this point. I just don't care. I just like go Sanji, go sit in the corner, Sanji, please. You might just fall in love with me rather than that pervy samurai. Kiku's actually super duper tough, Sanji. Huh? Now, Sir Sanji, do not be mistaken. I am a happily married man. Kiku is nothing but a comrade of mine. Otsuru is doing well, by the way. Okay, so I feel like this is something I should know, but like, okay, so he's married to Otsuru. You saw her? Yes. She didn't recognize this. She didn't recognize this one. I see. Well, it is good to know she is fine, but I cannot see her yet. You can't have all the ladies. You're married. It's not fair. Who's that? Who's that? Nami? And Nami's just like, shut up. Right? Just like Sanji, just go sit in a corner, my guy. Sit in a corner. All right? You stop. We have designed a symbol that indicates the time and meeting place for our uprising. It will take place on the Fire Festival, the twilight second hour of the bird at Habu Port. That's a cool sort of symbol and stuff. Thus, two birds who are on that brain fart. I got dude's name. Kinemon, sorry. Thus, two birds who are on fire over a pit viper, Habu. Okay. Plus, the symbol of rebellion, the reversed crescent moon. Luffy's just like, I'm mad confused. Do not worry. The people of Wano will understand it. The second hour of the bird would refer to the period from 5:30 to 6 o'clock on your foreign clocks, by the way. It is to those bearing the mark of the moon on their left foot that we must distribute these flyers. That is a symbol of rebellion. They will be our allies. I do not know where they might be found throughout Wano, but our comrades are spread about the land to maximize our reach. Sir Zolo Judo and Sir Uso Hachi are engaged in this mission in the capital. Oh, I bet Zolo's not helping with that at all. All right, let's see what's going on. I just want to take in a little bit of this because there's a pretty decent amount of information here. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on. Symbol of the rebellion. So see that allies. Okay. So that they know when like stuff's going down. All right. I do not know where they might be found. Where they might be found through our Wano, but our comrades are spread about the land to maximize our reach. Sir Zolo Judo and Sir Uso Hachi are engaged in this mission in the capital. Okay, so they're spreading out. They're spreading the word. Oh, I bet Zolo's. I want to say Zolo. Zoro. All right. Oh, I bet Zoro's not helping with that. With that at all. Yeah, I mean, because he gets lost easy. And to ensure we do not get lost, once we have disembarked on Onigashima, we have served Fernosuke working as an apprentice to the carpenters who built Kaido's mansion, that we might gain the plans to it. In order to keep tabs on the movements of Orochi's forces, forces. Bye. Lady Orobi is in his palace as a geisha, attempting to reach closer and closer to Orochi. I understand that she has been popular. I want to see Geisha Robin. Sanji's so rag. Get out of here, man. So trash. Let's keep going. Sir Brooks' ability will help us to procure food supplies in the capital. True. Huh? It will? Lady Nami's weather control is practically ninjutsu. She will be a kunoichi. A female ninja? Even that is like whack to me, like a female ninja. I'm just like, she's a ninja. Sir Sanji's cooking will attract attention and help us in our quest to find others. Kunoichi Nami, like Sanji, go sit in a corner, dude. Like you're doing too much right now. Lady Carrot, Sir Chopper, you and Kiku will go to join Dogstorm. I want to be a ninja too, Kinemon. Place Chopper's my no, Jinbei's my favorite Straw Hat, and then it's Chopper. Like that's how it goes. It's like Jinbei, Chopper, Usopp, and the rest of them. Let's see. Place these leaves on your heads. Here goes garb jutsu. So now they got all the clothes. Kinemon like put her and Karen in these just ridiculous get-ups. Yowza. Yeah, Sanji just like doing too much again. Chopper's adorable. I'm a ninja. Like Chopper's adorable. I love Chopper. Now that you are all acclimated to Wano, you may go about your missions. Hang on, Kinemon. Is this really how a Kunoichi dresses? It is exactly how a Kunoichi dresses. Yo, he's so trash. Why do I get the feeling that you're lying? Now allow me to summon your guide. She is a true Kunoichi. Shinobu. A real Kunoichi? Now this is a treat. I heed your call. She looks completely different. Yeah, that I mean, she looked like a ninja. Sanji's shivering. He's going into shock. What are you dressed as? I thought. See, Sanji's so trash. I thought I was a man with panties on his head. I thought I was a man with panties on his head, but I was wrong. I don't know what Burke is doing. These are your two options. As long as I put it on right, it'll do. Well, isn't it nice to be so young? My name is Shinobu, veteran Kunoichi Shinobu. In the past, I was Master Kin's honorary little sister. Now, not so much. My specialty is on the seduction jutsu. If Nami weren't here, my spirit would be broken. I understand, young man. Nothing is more deadly than a mature woman. We will split apart to various regions. Like, this is so trash. We will split apart to various regions until the eventual gathering. But there are 3 samurai in particular who must be sought out. They will give us a strength of 100. Kawamatsu, Denjiro, Ashura, and Doji. Okay, all right. Or Asura Doji. Okay. Like us, they were once servants of Lord Odin. I'm certain they are still alive. All right. That's a squad right there. That's like the squad. Okubota Town. It's a Atamayama, thieves. Brigade. Run away, clear out of town, give it back. That was from Luffy Taro. Luffy Taro gave that to us. Shut up. Oh, so they stealing what? Are they stealing food? Yo, wildin'. Ah, these guys got some pretty sweet swag. Shutenmaru. Fruit, sake, rice, the whole shebang. They don't deserve this. What a bunch of bums. Give it back. That's for my grandkids. Shut up, Gramps. Just kick the bucket already. Oh, they're trash. Now, I say, who's doing all this? Giving the people food, acting the hero? Well, that's a short-lived dream. Chief, Atamayama Thieves Brigade, Shutenmaru. We steal it, and that's that. No samurai around to protect the weak and helpless. Bum. What a bum. And there ain't no real men left in this land to lead powerful samurai. Wano was finished. Hear that? Hear that, Grams? No use clinging to life. All you see around you is cruel reality. Please don't do this, Mr. Thief. Run away, old woman. I will slice her myself. Ah, Grandma! I still believe the words of Lady Otoki, a dead woman. I believe that that the 9 samurai will fulfill Lord Odin's wish. All right, you already know that's already happened. That's already going to happen. Fool, there's no battle to fight without a general to lead. Yeah, Shutenmaru. Yeah, it's him, Shutenmaru. Huh? Hmm? At last we meet, leader of thieves. A pirate should have come here. His name is Straw Hat Luffy. Animal Kingdom Pirates lead performer, Jack. Okay. All right, so Jack's popped up. We already know what he can do generally. Even though Zunisha just like sunned him, right? Like legit. If I tell you I don't know the guy, will it change your attitude? The only reason we have let you live at all is because Kaido wishes to have you as a subordinate. In that case, here's your answer. Oh boy. Dang, yo. Yo, he got one of his sickles cut and he got the chest slash. Woo! That's shameful. That's shameful. That is like extra shameful. Don't play games with samurai. Yo, come on. Shutamaru with the skills, yeah? Let's go. Jack's bit coughing up blood. Master Jack? Curse you. Okay, so they clashing now. Boom. What a high-level battle. Get away, people. Shutamaru and Jack have begun to fight. They'll raise Okabore town to the ground. Okay, so they're going in. They're going in. Boom. I won't be killed by a mere underling like you. I already lost my chance for a meaningful death. Master Jack? There, in the sky. Is it? Huh? But why? What's going on over there? Is it gonna rain? No. Straw Hat, come here at once. What's up, Traffy? Huh? There's something in the sky? Ah, that looks bad, Straw Hat. Yeah, they just dipping. It was just dipping. You're kidding me. Why? Oi, Jack. Yes, sir. Bring those children to me at once. Look. I've seen the panels in like Twitter and all over the place, but it doesn't do it justice. You know what I mean? It doesn't do it justice. Like when you're reading it within the context of like the chapter and you're reading it, like I totally understand the hype. I totally understand the hype because like the way like the setup is very well done. Like you're just not expecting Kaido to come out of nowhere, right? A dragon, what's that? And he's like, that's Kaido. And what I also love, and that's the end of chapter 921. So one thing I talked about in this other video that I was doing in my manga and music like stream, one thing I talked about at the beginning of that was just like foreshadowing is not like I don't think like foreshadowing is like something that's like you should like put up on this like pedestal when it comes to Oda just because like not like it's not something that I think is particularly like whoa, this is amazing. Oftentimes, like these things are kind of set up in a way that sort of like it gives in a way that gives Oda enough time to just kind of like write up some narrative that will that'll connect to whatever like basic like connection he made years earlier, something like that. So oftentimes like when it's like Lola, like Big Mom is like Lola's like mom. I'm like, okay, like that's not like theory confirmed. I'm like, no, that's whack. Like that's basic. That's like basic stuff. Like that was like if you didn't figure that out on your own, like I don't know what to tell you. You might be in the second grade. You might actually be in the second grade. Like actually, you might have to have I might be really concerned for you and your close reading skills. I really do. All right. But I think I will say is that I think what sort of happened with here when it came to Momonosuke, and this is something that I thought about. I was expecting Orochi to have the mythical Zoan dragon fruit. That's what I was expecting. But for Kaido to have it was sort of like my second choice, and I was like, okay, that's cool. So when I see that, I'm like, dope, because it makes Kaido like, yo, like he's that dude. He should have the mythical dragon fruit, right? If anyone is going to have the best, like to me, like the best mythical Zoan fruit, which of course has to be the dragon because like it's a dragon, right? And like just Chinese mythology, Asian mythology, like it's the dragon, bruh. Okay, like it would have to be Kaido, right? Like in a sense. So I think like that's something that Orochi's kind of like him and just his name and what's going on with that. Like it's a red herring a bit, and it got me. Like it's a red herring that kind of got me a bit. But the second I saw Momonosuke with the dragon artificial Zoan fruit, immediately I was like, the dude is somebody important. Why? Because why out of everyone does he have an artificial Zoan fruit that is a dragon? Like when you see that, immediately you have to go, okay, something's off here. Like there's something that this is going to be leading to, right? So the second you see that, you just start to make like these jumps, right? You start to make these connections, you start to make these clues. That's what you do, right? This is not like something that's like, I'm not saying, well, this is what I did because I'm so smart. Like, no, I'm just like, this is a basic thing. This is like something that like, if you like, this is what people that read like long running like series like One Piece do. You just make connections, right? And again, this is not something that's like, whoa, this is amazing. Here's like 10,000 cookies. Like it's like no, just okay. So you make that connection, and then you just kind of like see where the story goes. Once you understood that Momonosuke, like right, and once you heard right that Momonosuke was important, right, was an important person, then immediately you were right, like you were like, oh, okay, it all makes it all makes sense. Right. And I think once you understand that Momonosuke is an important person, right then and there, you have to make the assumption that either Kaido or the Shogun has a dragon fruit. Right then and there. Why? Because it's a very like typical like parallel to setup. Right? It's a very typical like juxtaposition sort of setup, right? Like a parallel dualistic like character place, whatever, right? Where it's like clash, right? Where it's like, here is, right, Momonosuke, who is the true leader, but has an artificial dragon fruit, right? And here is this false leader with an actual, real, legit mythical Zoan dragon fruit, right? That's like, yo, this is basic, okay? I'm not saying it's like, it's not good or anything like that, but it's like, this is like a very, this is very like typical. Right. And it's not that, again, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, but this is something that like, if you've been reading One Piece, like if you've been doing this is like a very, like, this is what you would do. These are these are the clues, right? That you're just like, okay, like, right. Those are connections you make. The second you realize Momonosuke is a leader, right? Is an important political figure, right? You make that connection. You make that jump. Why? Because it's like, if you read other things, like, these are things that happen all the time. All right. Especially when it comes to like something like shonen manga, right? These like very like bits of symbolism that are like just soaked in dichotomy. Right? Right? Like it happens all the time. Okay. Sometimes those symbols are like the same symbol, but maybe like they're like mirror images of one another or whatever, or they're opposites, right? And in this way, there's like very much so kind of like inversion that's going on with Kaido and Momonosuke as characters. But like you see that with like characters all the time, like they're opposites, they attract, you know, they're meant for like they're meant to clash, right? Like they just are, you know. So you see this all the time, especially in shonen manga, right? Especially in shonen manga, you see it all the time. So that's why for me, it's not like it's a jump that I can easily make. So it's not super surprising that Kaido has the devil fruit. Right? It's not a super surprising thing that he has the devil fruit, the dragon devil fruit. It's dope looking. Ain't no question about that. I mean, them horns is dope. Those are some dope horns. He looks phenomenal. And right, and there's some other stuff that happened too, right? Shutenmaru, we have to talk about, you know, him, how strong he is, you know, like how powerful of an asset he's going to be to like what's going to be happening in the future. The type of character that he is, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's going to be some good stuff. So I think like, you know, I've never said like Wano's going to be like a terrible arc or anything like that. For me, like the opening chapters are kind of like whatever to me. I wasn't really like super concerned about him, and I wouldn't say that right so far Wano's been like trash or anything like that. I would say it's been good. Like it's been okay. Like, you know, it hasn't been like whoa, but it's been, you know, it's been all right. It's been all right. And this is kind of like, I think that's also kind of just like typical One Piece. Like certain arcs just kind of, unless they're like very like condensed, sort of what you might call a mini arcs or transitional sort of arcs, or like the Reverie, whenever sort of like individuals are meeting, right? When we get those like instances when an arc is kind of done, or we're sort of in between moving from one arc, right? When we're transitioning and you get all this information and you see all these characters that you might not have met before, or you see characters interacting with each other and all that. That tends to be like the sort of best parts of like One Piece, all right? Just like immediately. All right. But that's all I'm saying is like, this is like, you know, it just kind of, it makes me feel the way when people sort of like do, you know, that sort of thing where they like pat themselves on the back for like figuring something out that like, I think in a lot of ways Oda like clearly wanted you to figure out. You know what I mean? I think in here, this is very clear. I think what's even more surprising is Kaido just coming out, right? And just saying like, bring those children to me at once. That's a thing that's dope, right? It's not even so much the fact that like he's a dragon and this is like, well, like that's cool. But like the fact that he's like, no. Let's go now. We in here, right? Like it's like, yo, you know what I mean? We in here. This is what we doing right now. We're not waiting. Like that to me is interesting. I like that because I don't think a lot of people expected this like, right? This just like quick like chain of events to sort of happen as quickly as it's happening right now. That's like, whoa. Yeah, let's see what's going on in the chat. It was good, Amadou. It was good. Dragonite, what's up? You know, Shoot Them already did his thing. That was cool. You know, Jack, I'm like, here's what it is, man. You know, here's what it is. You know, and it was cool. I was like, okay, Shoot Them, you got it. And I think this is something like, at the very least, they should be able to deal with the henchmen. And that's something that like, if you cannot deal with the henchmen, how do you ever hope to deal with like the leader? How? And I think that's sort of the thing, right? At this point, it's sort of like I don't see Oda going with like a one-on-one battle at all, and I don't think that even makes sense, honestly, within like the sense of like how One Piece has sort of been going. Like there may be one-on-one sort of moments, but I think ultimately teamwork is essential to moving forward in this world. That's why whenever you see certain things happen, like, yeah, maybe there's a battle between Luffy and a henchman, but he hasn't had a real battle with like a Yonko. Nor do I think he will for quite some time. It'll probably be years before he really has like a one-on-one clash with a Yonko. Like that I could feasibly see that. Right now I can't see that. There's not one Yonko that I'm looking at and I'm like, you know what, he could like legit clash with one of those Yonko. I don't see it. So I like people who are sort of like, yo, we're gonna get one-on-one Kaido versus, like, I don't think we're gonna get that. I think if we do get that, it'd be some bad storytelling on Oda's part. Honestly, that's how I feel about it. Like it wouldn't make a lot of sense to me. I think the like, and I don't even like to talk about like power scaling necessarily, because like those conversations are just kind of like I just don't care. But that's me. I'm not saying people don't have those conversations, but like it just doesn't interest me much. But I wouldn't really understand how that would work. Like how is Luffy like strong enough to like legit go up against Kaido right now? Like he tried to go against Big Mom and that didn't work out. And the other Yonko can't like really go toe to toe with him and like really like take him down, I don't think. And Luffy's not on that level yet, strength wise. So it just like, it doesn't make any sense to me to see like a one-on-one battle in that regard. Like it'd have to be like just the ultimate level of like ultimate levels of teamwork, right? For that to happen. Yeah, it's you're right. It's just like, yeah, I wouldn't say it's a door. I wouldn't go that far. But I think that like what's right is like it's like, yes, this is cool, right? But it's not, that's not even the most interesting thing to me. This is like, okay, yeah, this makes sense, right? Again, if you just like sort of seeing the clues, right? If you're just reading One Piece and you're like seeing like, okay, this is what Oda's doing, this is what he's setting up, right? Foreshadowing is a very basic thing. It's a very basic thing to do. It's not hard, all right? It happens all over literature, all right? And like, you know what I mean? Kids learn it all the time. They know what it is when they see it. That's why whenever I'm watching TV shows, and after a while, you just know what things are being foreshadowed and when certain things will happen. You get a feeling, right? You just know. And that's because you've seen foreshadowing or certain types of foreshadowing, right? Constructions of foreshadowing happen within, the media that you consume, right? And the stories that you consume. That eventually you just get it. You're like, oh, okay, I know what's gonna happen, right? It's like, okay, I can guess like that either Kaido or Orochi will have like the dragon like devil fruit. You know what I mean? And it's like, right? And it's because like Oda has set this up. Why does Momonosuke have a dragon devil fruit? Why? Why a dragon of all the devil fruits you could have eaten? Right? Why is Zoan devil fruit? Right? So like it's like once you see stuff like that, you just make the connections. It's not I don't think that's like a hard thing to do. All right. But I think what people often do is they overcomplicate things and they put all these extra bits and like into the way that they're constructing like Oda's narrative and da-da-da-da. I'm like, just it's too much. It's too much. It's extra. All right. You don't gotta be that extra unless you're trying to make, right? If you're making money, right? If you're making money like off of YouTube, then like sometimes you gotta be extra. Like if you want to make that money, you want to get them views, you want to get them subs, you want to make that money, all right? You want to make that money, okay? That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. I don't blame anybody for that. Okay. And I think, yeah, he probably is one of those because like his power just seems like it's like, whoa, right? And he seems like a right and Shutenmaru, right? And it seems like he's just kind of like been he's dejected, right? He's jaded. He's a very much so jaded sort of character where he's like, ain't nobody around no more. Where my dogs at? Like, you know what I mean? Like, where my dogs at? Like, that's the kind of character he is. So the assumption that like he is one of those three is like a good assumption to make. Yeah. Right? That's a good assumption. Right? And I think that makes total sense. Kind of like a Three Musketeers sort of thing, right? Where it's like, right? And if you ever read the Three Musketeers, it's like, or anything else, like where it's like, there's a certain point where like they are just not like they're just not together. Like they're not banded together at a certain point. But they know one another and they're aware that that they're still alive. That the others are still alive, right? Each one is aware that the others are still alive, and then eventually, right, D'Artagnan like kind of brings them together. entertaining is sort of like this, like kind of like honorary sort of like he's a musketeer, but like he's not. It's not right. It's not the four musketeers. It's like D'Artagnan and the three musketeers, right? Porthos, Athos, and Aramis. You know what I mean? It's like there's that kind of vibe going on. So that's kind of what I get from Shoots and Butter. All right. So it is what it is, and I think like again, when we're sort of at this point in the story, I think Jack cannot be sort of like a character that is just like impossible to be, right? We've seen like Katakuri be like a character that leaders, certain pirate leaders, right, and pirate captains, right, can beat, right, in a sense. So, or at least like they can get to a place where like they got to be like, all right, I'm done. Yeah. So Jack isn't like a character that's like, whoa, Jack is amazing. Nobody's gonna beat him. I'm like, he got to be at some level of fodder, right? I feel to me there are sort of like levels of fodder. There are characters that need to be beaten. They have to be beaten because if they're not beaten, then it's just ridiculous. And there's legit no hope at a particular point of the narrative for a stronger character, right? To be like taken down in any way. So for me, like at this point, it's like I want to see what Oda does here. I need to see what the moves like are, and I think right now this is the kind of move that I like. I like where this is going, right? Because Kaido was just like, let's go. We not waiting no more, right? Let's go. Kaido not waiting around. And that's what I kind of like. He's like, no, I don't have to wait for y'all. I'm going to wait for y'all to do nothing. I'm coming through. So that's something that I think is great. It's a shift. It hurries the narrative in a way that I like. And I want to see where that goes. All right. So for me, this is a good chapter. I think it's a good chapter because, again, it's not so much the dragon thing that is like, that's amazing. It's the fact that Kaido is like, no. Where I'm not, in some sort of drunk stupor and crying in a random cave, cavern or whatever. I'm like, no. He's like, let's do this now. I know they here. We gonna take them out. We stomping them out yesterday. Okay, so that I like. I like that. And I want to see where this. I want to see like what happens. What's sort of going to be like the main clash of this arc. And I think that I think for me, like people that sort of expect Luffy and Kaido to do this one-on-one battle and for it to drag out and for then Luffy to like win it, like that to me is like absurd. At this point in the sort of One Piece like general sort of narrative story is absurd. It's an absurd like idea. Actually, I don't understand that. And I think like if that was something that would happen and we had to see, like to me that'd be wild. To me that'd be wild. You know what I mean? I wouldn't understand that. I wouldn't get that at all. I'd be very, very much so confused. And I'd wonder how Oda could write that and for it to make sense. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I feel about it. But I thought it was a good chapter. I'm not ranking chapters anymore because like I just don't like doing it now. I don't kind of see the point necessarily. For me personally, so I don't do it. I don't waste my time ranking like One Piece chapters. And I think like I critique One Piece enough, to sort of like add on like, oh, this chapter was like a 4 or something like that. But if someone asks me to rank something and I feel like I want to rank it, in terms of like an arc, I think that's different. Then I do that and maybe we'd have a conversation about why. But I think like separate chapters, I don't even want to do that. I think a big reason isn't even so much that like it's like a lack of like caring so much. It's just like I'm just like so busy, like, and I'm thinking about so many other things that honestly are like more important in terms of like teaching and like the children that I teach and like the children that I like watch over like when I'm doing after school stuff and you know what I mean. It's just like in the classes and all that. It's like rating a like single One Piece chapter is not like the thing. I don't see the point for myself. But people want to do that. Like I get it. I understand where that comes from. I think that's cool. If that's what you want to do and you have fun doing that, do that. But for me, it's just like a lot of it's just like energy, and not kind of seeing like the value in it for myself, and like that kind of making like making my reading experience of One Piece any better. So for me, I'm just kind of like whatever. But I don't think this was this wasn't a bad chapter by any means. I don't think it was like a trash chapter or anything like that. But there are always things that I don't like. I don't like, like I think Oda just like has to like, and for me, like I just don't care to like about the whole like Sanji like just being this like garbage. He's right now he's just this garbage character. He's just like this caricature. You know what I mean? That just does not interest me at all. Sanji is trash. All right, he's trash. I just don't care. I'm not even gonna go into that because like I'm gonna go into that with like a few friends of mine in a stream probably in November, and we're gonna really kind of go into that and unpack that that issue that I have with him and a few other characters, but mainly Sanji. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, Sanji's just trash. Like he's just a trash character. He's not like I just don't care. And I think what's even more interesting to me is like they gave Sanji this whole sort of arc and all these things that were happening that kind of revolves around him for quite some time, and it just wasn't very good. You know what I mean? It just wasn't very good. So I think people that are like, wow, this is so dope, this is so great. I'm like, yes, some of y'all gotta read more. Some of y'all gotta really read more books. Read more books. Read more narratives, read more stories, whatever it is you got to do. Watch more, things where it's like where this is like clearly garbage. You know what I mean? Like, just do that. Just do that because like Sanji is not good. He ain't good. He whack. All right, your boy whack. All right, and I don't really even understand like stands. I don't even understand stands. I don't get it. I don't really get it at all. So he whack. And it's just he's just childish. He's like to me he's like a character that like children like well, not even children but like kind of like teenagers that have just gone into like they're like that have just really become teenagers. They're like 14, 15, like they're like that Sanji's like a character that like teenage boys like and they're just like way too like horny, and it's just like it's whack. It's just like that's the kind of stuff. Like if Sanji's like a character that like you like adore and like at this point, right, and you're like, yo, I stand for Sanji. I'm like, it's confusing to me. It's a little confusing to me, and like I have to like ask like, what's going on? What's going on? Like I do. Okay. But we're definitely gonna get into Sanji. Friends and I are gonna get into Sanji in a stream probably sometime like either this month or like November, but probably sometime in November. Or maybe sooner rather than later. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. You know what I mean? It's just like that's what it is. All right. So I think that's pretty much all I gotta say right now. Like I try not to like do too much when it comes to sort of talking about like it's just like whenever I talk about One Piece, I just talk about stuff. That's it. I just talk about stuff. That's all I do. Like I try not to go too like in depth when it comes to One Piece because that's already kind of happening. There are already so many different conversations. There's a lot of talk when it comes to that. So I don't need to add like my 2 cents necessarily. All the stuff that I would say is like there's a lot of like that's already out there. Now I'm gonna do Hunter x Hunter. I'm gonna do Hunter x Hunter today. It's 8:42 right now, so I'm gonna do that next. Promised Neverland, I think I'm gonna wait on because that's 2 chapters that I have to react to, and Hunter x Hunter is only one. So I'm gonna react to Hunter x Hunter, and then like that's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, facts base. Like we need Battle Angel Alita to just kick Sanji into like the stratosphere or whatever. You know what I mean? Or Into the Sun, whatever, whichever one is better. You know? But it's just like, no. Sanji's not an interesting character at all. Whack. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta react to Hunter x Hunter. Okay. And I really want to react to Hunter x Hunter. Like, that's my stuff. Like, I love me some Hunter x Hunter. All right, so I'm gonna react to that. I don't know what's going on with this. I'm gonna do that. Let's see, that's on 150. And it looks like it's gonna be a pretty good chapter. All right, so let me go do that. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through, man. And again, I'm not gonna be reacting to any like other One Piece chapters. I'm gonna let them pile up. Okay, I'm gonna let them pile up again. I don't know when I'm gonna come back to doing regular One Piece chapter reviews, but like, you know, it's been good not doing them just because like I kind of let them pile up and the read was better, just kind of reading them in bulk, and not having to like do too much in terms of like analyze and think about like the entirety of One Piece and all that. Like I like doing that with some other manga, like, you know, particularly Hunter x Hunter. But you know, it is what it is. All right. So when I'm back with One Piece initial thoughts and like live reactions, you'll know. You'll know. For now, like you got a ton of people doing that already. So you don't need me around here doing any of that stuff. But there will be a discussion in the near future, just talking about like, you know, all that stuff when it comes to you know, Sanji and his nonsense and all the other nonsense when it comes to the woman of One Piece and all of that. All right. So I'm the Black Manga Critic. Thank y'all for coming through. This is my live reaction / initial thoughts to One Piece chapter 921. All right. We out here on a Monday. I got finished with work like probably like an hour, like 2 hours ago. And, you know, I just wanted to react to the chapter, right? Because I said I wanted to do that. And then I don't know when I'm going to come back and do One Piece like reactions and stuff. I'm not sure. But when I do, y'all will know. Okay. And shout out to all y'all that came through. This was dope. I'm going to react to Hunter x Hunter probably in like 15 minutes or something like that. Okay. Just kind of make sure I always got to make sure I let my throat rest for a bit because like I'm going to have to do some more teaching tomorrow. And you need your voice. If you don't have your voice in your teaching, it's going to be a rough day. All right. It just will be. So thank y'all for coming through. I'm the Black Manga Critic and I'm out.